the embodiment of rage. Now this video, it's gonna be quick. I'm not gonna lie. Not even BSing y'all this. It's gonna be a quick video. And it was inspired by this week's episode of Hunter x Hunter 2011. Episode 116. Now, if you've seen that episode, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. 2 words. Gone freaks. Gone freaks. And his dark aura, his rage, my lord. That was simply one of the greatest episodes I've ever seen in any anime, any show, period. The psychological complexity. But I'm not going to get off onto that. Now, this video, as you can see by the title, will deal with the top 5 scenes. The top 5 rage scenes, okay, I've ever seen anyway. Now, and I'll say this again at the end of the video, if you have other suggestions, throw them down in there, what you can say, because I know there's many great rage scenes. I've seen many great rage scenes, but these two that I've come across, they're above all else. I mean, and for those who don't know, I'm a man of peace, but I am very well qualified to talk about this subject because throughout my life, one of the 2 struggles I've ever had to deal with was anger issues, okay, anger problems. And it wasn't just, being upset and dealing with anger problems, anger management. No, y'all don't understand. I'm talking about subduing, controlling, and harnessing the energy of rage, that being, the beast within. I'm not even playing, y'all. I'm talking about some dark stuff here. Yeah. Let's just say that I tell people, you don't want to make me angry, okay, to the point, if I lose it, it's on some other level stuff. You don't want to get me to that point, because rage, if you have fortunately never dealt with somebody enraged, it's thank God for it. Thank God for it. Like I said, I'm not just talking about simple anger. Now, really quick before I get to the 5 scenes, there are 5 levels to rage. There's number 1, upset. Now, being upset, everybody comes across being upset, okay? It's typical. It's simply an emotional, sometimes mental, and I wouldn't say spiritual, but emotionally and mental reaction to a situation that we're uncomfortable with, okay? That upset our equilibrium, our harmony, our balance, okay? Our homeostasis, our peace. And being upset simply needs to be countered by somebody speaking logic, occasional reason, or talking peace. Talking is down. It happens to all of us. Level 2 is anger. And anger is generated because somebody or something did something to one's own person or to another person or animal, logic, whatever, that someone found as disrespectful and one of a multitude of manners, whether it be theft, physical assault, verbal abuse, threats, slander, etc. Now, level 3 is being pissed off. Pissed off is like the borderline between anger and rage, okay? Being pissed off is angry enough to start breaking stuff. It's like your anger, you're starting to lose control. You still are within the bounds of being controlled. I've been pissed off many times, and this is where the adrenaline and stuff really starts to pump, okay? It exhibits different in males and females a bit, but pissed off, yeah, this is where really the difference between males and females really showcases itself. And when males, especially, once they're beyond pissed off, no. Like, females enraged is bad, and they get crazy, but males being pissed off is on some, because first of all, generally males are naturally stronger, okay, more powerful physically, and so you can only imagine. In the male mindset, it locks in. Males, unlike a lot of times with females, the male psychology, male psyche works like this. We can flip the switch flips from logic to emotional. It can flip back emotional and logic depending on the circumstances that were within. Now, number 4, rage. Rage itself. Rage. Let me tell you, rage. This is you're now beyond logic and reason. You're ready to throw them hands. You're ready just to break. You're gonna hurt something or someone, namely someone, and it's the point where there's no. This is like Uba Hikari said in Naruto chapter 663, talking about with monitoring. He's talking about war. Okay, this is where war really happens. There's no turning back, no diplomacy. No, screw that. They got pissed away a long time ago. They got washed their hands on some pilot status. Okay, this is where dudes were ready to go to war. No more ready to go to war. At war, simple rage. I'm not saying every dude in war is enraged, but it's that kind of berserk mentality. I don't know. That may be a pun on both the manga and the so-called berserkers of the violence. But anyways, number 5. What did I say number 5 was? It's beyond rage. Murder intent. Excuse me. I had to check my thoughts real quick. Murderous intent. You're killing. You're ready to kill any minute. That's beyond. I mean, even rage, even though it's crazy, it can it doesn't have to push you ready to hurt something. You're gonna hurt something if you lay your hands on it. But murderous intent, and it's amazing because unlike rage, which is just fuming in its power, murderous intent, and again you see in the Golem situation, murderous intent can be cold. Okay. Murderous intent, it doesn't mean, cold-blooded murder necessarily, but murderous intent can be fuming. It can be on some, hyped up situation, kind of sort of like in Lord of the Flies, the scene where the death of Simon scene when he comes down the mountain. Or it can be, you're just going cold, you're going numb, you're going to you're going to kill him. That's you go into that assassin who just off with their heads on some. Sure, there's so many examples, but you should know what I'm talking about. Now to the 5 scenes. Number 5, Sonny Corleone goes to and beats up his brother-in-law. That scene, it's a prime example of level 4. Okay. It went from, he was level 3 when he was hearing it. By the time he got there, that was level 4. He was pissed off at the house. Okay? When he got there, that was simply level 4. He beat the living mess out of it. I mean, he was doing some stupid stuff. Beating that dude. But yeah, you don't see, with rage, yeah. You just don't screw somebody. I mean, he knew what happened with his sister, and you screwed the wrong dude, and this is the repercussions. You pissed off the wrong dude. You done pissed him off to a so extent that he's gonna beat you to a bloody pulp. Scene number 4 is after. What was my 4th scene? I know my 3rd scene. Scene number 4 was Scarface. His death scene right before Scarface dies. Okay, the whole shootout that is in the mansion. Scarface, doggone, he is a beautiful embodiment. He's the first example that I've seen of the embodiment of rage. And as well, you could see in this game, the world is Scarface, the world is yours. Scarface, he has a rage meter, and when the balls, he goes into rage and is blonde, and he's invincible. He's invulnerable to damage. He's invulnerable to attack. Scarface, doggone, this dude's literally getting hit up. I mean, hit by all these shots. This dude's not dying. This dude getting hit, shooting pistols, machine gun fire, this, all this, getting hit. Bullet holes, and dropping. This dude, even to the point where he gets shot, his firearm, it gets shot down. And he's just going all out. You can't take me, you need a whole army to take me. And he's so high on rage, on adrenaline. He's so high on adrenaline, coke, okay, cocaine, and rage. He's so enraged that he's borderline. You could say he's borderline murderous intent, by that point. But you can't really say it's murderous intent. It was survival more than anything, So until he got shot by, I talked to my brother. I remember years back, and then he explained to me. He said eventually he would have bled out, but that coke. Wow. I just have to clap for that masterpiece. Number 3, Goku goes Super Saiyan for the first time. That's right, SSJ Goku. The first time against Frieza. Man, people will be like, yo, but they need the later scenes. I'm talking about the scene. That rage, that Saiyan rage. You see doggone. Not only had Vegeta died and talked to him about Saiyan honor, you had Krillin, his best friend, his homie, get shot up right in front of him. His son's in danger. You had Piccolo, his homeboy. Piccolo takes Gohan out of Goku. As the world around him, the world of Namek, the planet Namek, is just falling apart. It's dying. He goes wide out. He flish. That's still to me the greatest transformation. I don't, some of the later ones were flasher and whatever, but that embodied so much history and whatnot, becoming the legendary figure of the Saiyan War. Okay, the flash and changing hair. He's beat up and Frieza's freaking. That scene wide, like I said, them eyes wide out, and then his eyes started to like, yo. Come on. It was the stuff that kids were talking about all over. Number 2, Gon Freaks Hunter x Hunter 2011 episode 116. Yo, this, like I talked about it. That Dark Order, Gon, he was not listening to logic and reason. Killua, thank God, kind of got into him. Yo, you on that scene, normally I wouldn't do a whole episode, but practically all the episode was focused on Gon, Killua, Neferpito, or Pito, however you want to say it, and Kamugi, who was just laying there, getting healed and all that by Neferpito. And watch this episode. I would even suggest people watch Hunter x Hunter 2011. That anime is just anime greatness and one of the greatest things you'll ever witness. But just watch this episode. Gon, and it would help to know the backstory. But if I just watch this, now people say they've been scared, but no. If you got scared off of this episode, I was going with it, just the awe, just the eyes glazed over, and just the pure. You couldn't even talk to him. This is the point. At this point, that went beyond rage, was clear, level 5 murderous intent. He even said, to hell with that, I'm ready to Jajunkin. While he was powered up, he was ready to clean. He was about to kill. He was simply about to kill. Now look, 1 hour, I don't care, I'm gonna get this what I want or you're dead. Period, point blank. Cold. He went from all the rage to that cold-blooded nature. So you saw both. And number 1, the number 1 scene of rage I ever seen. You should know this video. It comes from Attack on Titan, aka Shingeki no Kyojin. Okay, Eren Yeager, the embodiment of rage in his Titan form. But there was 3 scenes. I don't want to be a spoiler, but it's been out. The anime's been out for a while. It was between the first scene when he first goes Titan mode, coming out of the Dead Titan. That was phenomenal. Then there's the final fight of episode, season 1. That was incredible. But that fight, that one-on-one mano-a-mano fight with the anti-Titan, okay, with the female Titan in the forest after doggone leave the Levi Corps. Besides Levi and Eren, Eren sort of kind of was involved with it, but the Levi Corps gets just massacred. They just got wrecked. We're talking about the elite of the elite, the best of the best gets wrecked. Besides Levi, Mikasa comes up in there. But Aaron, that after all that happened, and he knew he could have potentially avoided that. Oh, good Lord Almighty, that raged up. Now, people may disagree with this as the example, but that raged like with the final scene, with the final fight in season 1. You know, it was emotional conflict. Okay, in the first one, that was, kind of survival kind of thing. But this one, clear, clear as daylight, point blank, y'all. No, I'm going to kill. I'm going to bring this. This was just Aaron Yeager gets the award. Unexpected one. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me your thoughts. Tell me your favorite rage scenes. List. What order would you give my list? Like I said, this is the best that I've come up with at this point. There's other things I need to read, like Berserk and whatnot. But yeah, man. Alright, y'all. Till next time. Peace.